futures like a loaded gun. Live on YouTube, see the algos run. Money moves silent when the trap gets sprung. Look liquidity pools where the sharks are feed. Dom shows the pain, I can smell the greed. Give my exposure like a chessboard game. Checkmate moves when the VIX goes insane. Tick tock, market clock never lies. Bid ass spread, tell me who's gonna die. No second guesses, tape don't lie. Either get right or get left behind. I don't chase trades, I let the setup come. NASDAQ futures like a loaded gun. Live on YouTube, see the algos run. Money moves silent when the trap gets sprung. Stream goes dark, but the place stay lit. Morning calls, bet I'm back on it. G-unit flow with the traders with. Charts don't lie, I just follow the script.
Morning, everyone. Hope everyone is doing well. What a bounce. Not really a fan of the current price action. Not the biggest fan. Nonetheless, let's see what's going on here. All right, profile check. Let's see where we at on a weekly. Geez, against those eyes again. It's very interesting. I think it's going to be a tough session because we're really freaking pumped hard. Gap close? Very unlikely, I think. Jeez, also gonna need to wait for some Gex levels.
To meet ya, so I make moves. Got my boy with me and he's gas, cause she rolling with her best friend too. What you tryna do? Cause we rolling to a West End motive and you should come through. True, it's a vibe. Call you when I land outside. With my bridge and make your best friend slide. And we heading to the West End sides. Invest in life if you're trying to vibe. Call you when I land outside. See you in a jets looking fire. I wanna put that dress to the side when we get home tonight. Give you X-Man never I respect. Should've showed more feet for the streets. Why you always on the road for? Them other girls I ain't interested. Wouldn't go for. I would never be. They let Arsenal win 0-4. I don't trivia, you might catch me in the night time spitting in random bars. I don't think they can like me, yeah, that's gonna change. I put my hand on heart. She wanna go to the shard. I'm like, yeah, cool, that's hard. Leave your person
Damn, thank you, man. Morning pace. Thank you, man. Yeah, so no levels. I'm waiting for Gex levels upon open to confirm some resistance. We are opening up with a gap, so gap rules are in play. Meaning if we open up and stay trading above the opening price, I should not short this. Vice versa, if she loses the opening price, maybe look for some shorts. To be seen. Need that Gex data though. News. Crude oil inventories. FOMC minutes. Okay. Interesting. That is very interesting. I just got home too, so I'm just putting everything in place. Yesterday after the close or the session? It always has to happen after the market's closed. So one thing I did is I replaced my normal CVD back to delta bars, basically per bar delta. This is called deep delta. It's a little bit more fancy. Just gives me a better view for the pressure. It's more what I'm used to watching. Turn my phone off. It's a huge gap, dude. It's crazy. I'm really not the biggest fan of current market environment, especially with the gap we created. Morning, sir. Damn, my stomach's already feeling hungry. Less than a minute, 30 seconds.
Screens glowing in the dark, where the real sharks make they mark. Monday through Friday grind, yeah. Deepcharts up on the main screen flicking. Orderflow patterns thick like the tension. Watching that delta spike like a heartbeat jumping. Big trades coming in, feel the money pumping. Volume profile, paint the picture clear. See where the weak hands shed a tear. Option flow, whisper secrets loud and true. This ain't no game, son, it's what we do. From the hideout, encrypted feed, planting seeds, fulfilling every greed, track the webs. See where they swimming before the herd even knows they're winning. Profile hideout, live streaming the heat, Monday to Friday, can't miss a beat. Deepcharts tools, see the order flow.
Upon open, immediate disconnection from Rhythmic.
See the imbalance bathed in the screen's light. Gamma exposure, yeah, we track that too. Know the pressure points before the move is through. Liquidity zones where the battles commence. We position early, building the defense. The check going wild, but the focus stay cold. Connected. Watching the story unfold. This ain't no hobby, this the street apply. Financial warfare, nowhere to hide. The stream is live, the knowledge is power. Watch the clock tick, minute by hour.
Jesus. 50 point stop is nothing. Am I too late now? Still waiting for data. Short kind of made sense though, shorting from losing the opening range, absorption on top. But candles are big, man. Jeez. Like a 50 point stop is nothing. Especially in this time frame. Come on, give me data. Here we go. Oof. Let's see what I got here. Got a major wall of 800s. 24,800. Then this one, what is this even? 25,500? Can't even see it. Must be 500. Basically, the only thing I have is freaking Gex levels. Camera flip is at 24.5. This is literally the only thing I have. Let's go Gex levels. Damn. The whole house shut down?
I'm making several waves. I know the mission is same. I made a splash, now all of my passes last like running a race with Usain. I keep it coming like this a buffet. And if I'm stumbling, I'm in the graves. Never gon' fumble it. I get the bag and I run with it, gunning it, gunning it, gunning it, gunning it. Murray with the legs, all about finesse. I am not impressed. I don't need a reg coming in with less than you see the flash. Elohim with the melody and the kiss supply the breath. 70, keep it heavenly. Everybody get the bread. I got the bread and I got the juice. I got some dogs and I let them loose. Bring in the storm and this ain't the Zeus. Walk in the skies but this ain't the loot. This ain't the truth. We ain't the same, you ain't have a clue. I'm in the game and untouchable. Cause I got the flame and this is the proof. Loading my toad, I still want all the smoke. We ain't talking about jokes, we just talking about more. I see all of my goals and it's looking like gold. I ain't asking for hope cause I know that it's show. Now you seeing me blow. This is premeditated, I've been underrated. That's an understatement, I ain't coming later. The abundance came when I allow my bosom to the loving greatest. He the one who made it, so I'm in my bag. I that way before I ever raise a white flag. Shooting right back, raise the price tag. Chasing down all of these ghosts till I grab. Who could really stop me is what I ask. Homie, you can never get your time back.
Profile looks empty. It's early, but it looks empty. We are in positive gamma though. Kinda just want to use the gap rules to get into short. Don't want to chase it here.
Several waves, I know the mission is same. I made a splash, now all of my passes last like running a race with Usain. I keep it coming like this is buffet. And if I'm stumbling, I'm in the graves. Never gon' fumble it. I get the bag and I run with it, gunning it, gunning it, gunning it, gunning it. Murray with the legs, all about finesse. I am not impressed. I don't need a reg coming in with less than you see the flags. Elohim with the melody and then he supply the bread. 70, keep it heavenly. Everybody get the bread.
Connection lost.
Rhythmic, you're not gonna do this to me today.
Connected.
Monday morning, screens glow cold. NASDAQ opens, stories unfold. Orderflow charts, the truth they hold. Watching money rivers flow, bold. Delta pressure building heat, violent spies like heart attacks beat. This concrete jungle take a seat where fortune made a face defeat.
They're all the freaking talking war shit. Well, earn to trade is to rhythmic, or at least I went for rhythmic. I'll see. If she annoys me too much, I'll be out with, or back to DX feed real quick. Just buy like a $20 feed or something. Kind of was looking for a re-entry against. Could have probably used the 1 minute opening range. God damn it. Could have been a thing. So from a profile perspective, if you open up with a gap and you do what you do now, opening wise, should really focus on the shorts. I just want some good protection. Is she gonna give me an entry? That's the question. Or do I really need to use that 40 range to enter? God damn it. It just doesn't feel. I'm just going for it. Going for it. I don't need a huge stop on this one though. It's very likely to. Some late. I should have been short up. Not a fan, not a fan. Against that level, do I cut it too late? Need to wait for some better structure. Thought she was just gonna freaking melt there. Which still looks like it wants to do it though.
Connection lost. Disconnected. Connected.
Seems like the X feed is folding up though. It's just Rhythmic that keeps disconnecting. What a candles, dude. Jesus. This shit is so nose driven though.
Blowing screens in the dark. Numbers start to talk. Ticker tape graveyard. Watch the weak ones walk. 92 BPM thumb. Feel the baseline now. NASDAQ secret spill. Futures on the clock. Monday's cold open, caffeine in my veins. Boot the system up, chase the order flows pain. Pre-market whispers, volume paints the frame. Find the zones where the big boys play the game. Delta's telling tales where the money's lane. Bull trap a breakout, gotta read the chain. Mark my spot where the liquidity drains. Risk it all in this pressure, no one to blame. Candles flicker red or green back again. Hold my breath to the
Anticipating a move back to 216.
Monday through Friday fight. Orderflow my rifle aim is sharp and tight. Volume paints the picture, show me wrong or right. Delta got the secrets playing in my sight. Option flow like venom creeping in the night. Big moves make the cash, small ones fade from sight. This ain't no desk job, this a different life. NASDAQ my war zone, futures cut the night. Midweek tension, sweat drip slow. False breaks thin, gotta know the flow. Option spike heavy, who pulling the rope? Head jaw slaughter, gotta read the code. Volume thick.
I'm trading in the middle of this shit. Focus on my levels.
Make it fold, or cut the loss quick. Stay in control. Delta split it. it's a blood stains in my war zone. Monday to Friday fight. Orderflow my rifle, aim it sharp and tight. Fire paints a picture, show me wrong or right. Delta got the secret playing in my sight. Options flow like venom creeping in the night. Big move, make the cash, small ones fade from sight. This ain't no deja, this a different life. NASDAQ my war zone, futures cut the night. Sleepless eyes blue to the glow. Winds feel empty, losses think slow. Markets cold, no heart to show. Concrete jungle sharp and low.
Rip.
Options change, futures truth untold.
All right.
Shifts, the reals exposed. Freedom of
All
change,
right.
only time will know. Friday's final bell, echoes in the pit. Did I win the week, or just take the hit? Volume print show where the big hand sits.
Trap myself with the absorption here.
Options expired. Did I navigate it? Count the score. Win or quit.
Brutal, brutal, brutal. What are you doing? We'll try this though. Can really not ideal. Tricky news left and right. Just gonna protect myself above that PSA level. Hesitating too much here. Push, push, push. I want to be very tight here too. That should have pushed. Week 71, week 71. This is the overall target. with this price action, dude. Just need the patience to get involved at the right spots at the right time. It still looks good for that short, but Jesus. Come on, one push. Dude, either is gonna get really hard absorbed because the green bubbles against that level. But at the same time, they're buying that shit here. Again, putting myself in a real fucking nasty spot. And I already want to pull it. Got a bad trade location. I like the idea, but don't we all like the idea? Go wick the low from this candle. Wick it, wick the low. It's kind of a wick the low. I want to see a continuation. Fine, we're getting stopped out of here. And then she all right. Think I'm gonna get myself green and probably be done. Just not a fan of how that moves like that. One thing I need to do is trade the levels. That's the only thing I'm gonna focus on. Because no, everything else just puts me in a bad trade location.
Pre-market whispers, screens glowing low. NASDAQ futures gap down, watch the pressure grow. Fingers over cold, over keys that seal the fate. Will the gap hold steady or seal the bulls late? Negative gamma lurks, a phantom in the code. Algorithms whisper, heavy.
This thing just wants 25,000, but I don't want to freaking enter like here. Maybe do like a little rip up and then see if we fail. Kind of want to see some more up. Oh, that was the half hourly close too. Jeez, brother, brother, brother. She's not gonna give the opportunity again. Is she? Just one more time. I do still anticipate price gravitating towards 25,000 though. But this is just violently going up and down here for like nearly 10 minutes now. Kind of want to see those highs get broken and then fake out from there. Can we do that, NASDAQ? At 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 opportunities just to put my order on that level.
Baby, go ahead, ride it. On a trip, you a good co-pilot. Seems like we're a little misguided. Keep looking, but we still can't find it. So go ahead, baby, just ride it. You know me, you've been solid. I'm here till you find a new body. I'm here till you find a new hobby. I don't get emotional, no. Fuck me like you love me, don't call no more. Put them in above me while I'm gone. Guess I was only meant to see you later on, no, no. Don't put my name in your phone, no, no. I don't feel the way I'm grown. Only feel it when I get home, no, no. That way it ain't really known. Play me like an Xbox, treat me like a red stop. I don't even know where you're going. Been working in a sweatshop, waiting on a text box. I just cannot be alone. I can't call you home, but I'll ask you to come over. And it won't be long until me and you can feel closer. Baby, go ahead, ride it. On a trip, you a good co-pilot. Seems like we're a little misguided. Keep looking, but we still can't find it. So go ahead, baby, just ride it. You know me, you've been solid. I'm here till you find a new body. I'm here till you find a new hobby. I don't get emotional, no, no. Fuck me like you love me, don't call no more. Put them in above me while I'm gone. Guess I was only meant to see you later on, no, no. Don't put my name in your phone, no, no. I don't feel the way I'm grown. Only feel it when I get home, no, no. That way it ain't really known. It's a lot of shit I won't say to ya. Easier for me to say screw ya. Got a lot on your plate now, do ya? Transparent, I can see right through ya. Got a lot of bags with you from back home. You ain't tryna save face while your mask on. You ain't tryna stay in place, you a bulldozer. You finish up the job and run me right over. Baby, go ahead, ride it. On a trip, you a good co-pilot. Seems like we're a little misguided. Keep looking, but we still can't find it. So go ahead, baby, just ride it. You know me, you've been solid. I'm here till you find a new body. I'm here till you find a new hobby.
Trying to be patient here. I do anticipate it to overshoot this time. Dude, just get me in, dude. I had plenty of time to do what I wanted to do right there. Plenty of time. Kind of see it rip from here. Then again, this freaking chop. Just one push up, NASDAQ. Boy. It's getting a little bit crazy. There's like news left and right every 5 minutes.
Told 'em pipe down, I don't care what's next, I need it right now. And I got it numbers going stupid like they dropped out. What they think they doing, I don't know, but we can find out. Feel like Lewis Hamilton question what I'm doing, told him let it go. I ain't with it ticky tax like I ain't playing X and O's. Go compare the numbers, said I think they missing decimals. Look, told him that I'm about to run it now. Too much money out of music, dog. Now the bank account is never running out. Educated on the business end, when I'm talking to him, I can dumb it down. At the summit of this mountain, dog, and I'm camping out, I'm never coming down. Look, pipe down, I don't care what's next, I need it right now. And I got the numbers going stupid like they dropped out. What they think they doing, I don't know, but we can find out. Feel like Lewis Hamilton said, go and shut the lights out. Lights out, floors in the sauna, but I'm iced out. Back up on my balls, so I said I feel like might now. Said I never do this, but they push me, so I might now. And I checked your month, these daughters' pockets getting tight now. Look, told them all I'm about to make it out. Reinvested every dollar, dog, and I told them all never take it out. When they talking about my name now, told them don't be scared, gotta say it loud. Lot of trash in these stories lately, like it's on the curb, about to take it out. Look, pipe down, I don't care what's next, I need it right now. And I got the numbers going stupid like they dropped out. What they think they doing, I don't know, but we can find out. Feel like Lewis Hamilton said, go and shut the lights out. Pipe down, I don't care what's next, I need it right now. And I got the numbers going stupid like they dropped out. What they think they doing, I don't know, but we can find out. Feel like Lewis Hamilton said, go and shut the lights out.
Gee, that profile is just so messy, dude. Should have been done already though, for sure. We just do a little push up. Man, this price action has been here for 25 minutes. Again, trying to be patient here. Don't deserve to be that aggressive. I literally should have done the opposite each time I went in a trade. The first two. Crazy.
Pre-market scan, I'm locked in the zone. Levels get drawn while the weak stay at home. Orderflow speaks in the language I know. Deepcharts whisper where the big money flows. Tick by tick, I read between the lines. GexBot humming, catching all the signs. No FOMO plays, I just wait my turn while these rookies burn. Watch the candles churn. I don't chase trades, I let the setup come. NASDAQ futures like a loaded gun. Live on YouTube, see the algos run. Money moves silent when the trap gets sprung. Look liquidity pools where the sharks are feed. Dom shows the pain, I can smell the greed. Gamma exposure like a chessboard game. Checkmate moves when the VIX goes insane. Tick tock, market clock never lies. Bit ass spread, tell me who's gonna die. No second guesses when the tape don't lie.
Is she gonna do it?
Or get left behind. I don't chase trades, I let the setup come. NASDAQ futures like a loaded gun. Live on YouTube, see the algos run. Money moves silent when the trap gets sprung. Screen goes dark, but the place stay lit. Morning calls, bet I'm back on it. G-unit flow with the traders with. Charts don't lie, I just follow the script.
This thing is putting me to sleep. Should have been preciser. I mean, if it would have filled me on top, that would have been nice. Just a little fake out to that level. Anticipating a move towards 25,000s here, but I don't want to get myself short here. We'll be doing the same thing as I did priorly. News. All war related. Still waiting for that spike. It's gonna be looking really spooky to short into. Those levels are from the Gex levels. That's literally the reason why the right numbers are important, because options move by strike, and one strike is $1. So that in those increments add up to like 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300. It worked though. I should use them. I should use them. Basically, late short. Where's my pen? So I missed the open, didn't film me. And I tried to get short after close under this, shorting this. Like, obviously, wrong side of the move. And then here I thought she would rip back up. Wrong side of the trade again. Should have shorted it. Would have been an awesome trade. And then here she's just, I shorted here again, added to it, chilled out. Yeah, she's just very violently moving between those levels. I'm just trying to anticipate some fuckery and then short. And to be perfectly clear, this comes from the GexBot website. You get your tools, but then you also get a research tab with tickers you can look up to, or you look up stocks. You can do it for stocks too. For example, NVIDIA. Open interest, submit, and then the bot will calculate whatever's going on there. It's really cool. Same thing for I use then NDX, and then I just see the levels here, and that's why I see on 25,000 there's a huge interest, stands out. So I'm anticipating move. Could be wrong. That's my idea. I just don't want to get short here. I'm using I want to use a bigger stop. This is just a bad fill. I had plenty of times to go short against that level again. I just trust the level, basically, and be more right on direction. The level just gives me good averages instead of chasing. Yeah. It doesn't look like she wants to give me the opportunity though. Could also long here, but I don't want a long. I should short. I'll look for a short. Basically need to wait for some sort of spike up. That would be ideal. Should have market ordered in this one though. I think this missed me by a few points. I did take trades, Luffy, and they ended me up in the red. Short at the bottom, long at the top. Feels like this just wants to die. Yeah, don't watch those anymore. Too spoofy. News, that's crude oil. Kind of wanted to push long there, but happy I didn't. This price action, dude. The last half hour is crazy. Someone's long again, huh? This is just me being long because I'm losing patience with the short. That's not good. Could have cut it. Should have cut it. Getting hungry too. And then we go up, NASDAQ. I just want to join the short. That's the one I want, but this is the worst spot to go short. NASDAQ? Why the fuck didn't it fill me? Or work? God damn it, freaking. Press market order right there, like right on the red line. Jesus. I need to wait for a little curl action. Long makes more sense here, but overall I'm looking for lower levels. Absorb. There's a level here. Obviously, there's a level. That's the thing, that level is still valid. Price is just doing what it's been doing the whole time. Hold on. Just want to short the pass. The fill is just so bad. Out quick. Dude, minus 3k and I'm done for the day. Worst, just not in sync with what I'm doing, trying to do. We're really gonna stall out here. I might to grab some food off this tray, dude. I'm fucking hungry.
Pre-market whispers, screens glowing low. NASDAQ futures gap down, watch the pressure grow. Fingers of a code, over keys that seal the fate. Will the gap hold steady or seal the bulls late? Negative gamma lurks, a phantom in the code. Algorithms whisper, heavy silent low. The open bell's a gunshot, echoes through the pit. Who blinks first loses, gotta make the play legit. Gap down on the open futures bleeding red. Will they trap us in a hole, lead the gamma dead? Or the bulls gon' rally, push the price back high. Close the gap, make a play, touch the bleeding sky. This game's a chess match, play with bullets in the dark. One wrong move, marking call, these a final mark. Gap down on the open, futures bleeding red. Level who's a battlefield, order shift like sand. Bears pressing hard, trying to crush the promised land. Candle wicks like blood trails, painting fear and doubt. Every tick a heartbeat, trying to find a way out. Sweat on the brow, the tension cuts the air. Watching gamma flip, beyond the charts and where the algos start to panic or the
Shit, this candle or printing is so weird, dude. It's crazy. Look, man, this just went. I think this stops me here. I'm done for the day, dude. I'm not a fan of how I'm trading, how price is moving. Yeah. This is what it is. I had the opportunity. I didn't do what I should have done. Looks, I mean, after how many points is that? How many points is the profile? 220 only? It's not that big. It's crazy. Then probably back to my stop. This needs to wick 26 or still. Sellers trying to step in, you want to see them push. Otherwise, my stop is going to get hit in 0.2 seconds. Push it. Trying to have patience here. Needs to wick 25s here. Could put myself break even if we start trading below that current prior wick. Could be a thing. Can we do it though? Do it. Don't tease. Continue, my friends. Not on that level. Come on, man. Could be a nice trail location. Secure half of my drawdown. Yeah, I'm good. Got my money back. Probably goes continues, but this is a very likely heavy bounce spot or reaction. She could, if she does that, it's going to be a really big flush. Yeah, I'm good. I'm super hungry. I've been off. I've been trading off. Should have not been that hard. Made it really hard for myself. I'm happy to be break even again. Yo, CJ. That's exactly what I was anticipating. Why I took profit there. Bad entries though, early. Bad entries. Buy, sell, yeah, but that just changed. I'm not too sure about continuation further. I'll be very skeptical around these prices here. Kind of want to see sell below 25,000 for continuation down. I personally don't want to short against that level that just got tapped. I did it because it wasn't tapped yet. That was the target. I just leave the screens up. I'll be right back. I need to go and grab me something to eat because I'm really, really hungry. I'll be right back.
told me through the grapevine that I'ma get rich and I ain't lying, yeah. Get that money, I'ma flex. I get that money, I'ma flex. I get that money, I'ma flex. You now rockin' with the best. Stepping on the
Damn, what a sell off, dude. Crazy melt after that level.
Levels get drawn while the weak stay at home. Orderflow speaks in the language I know. Deepcharts whisper where the big money flows. Tick by tick, I read between the lines. GexBot humming, catching all the signs. No FOMO plays, I just wait my turn while these rookies burn. Watch the candles churn. I don't chase trades, I let the setup come. NASDAQ futures like a loaded gun. Live on YouTube, see the algos run. Money moves silent when the trap gets sprung.
So news driven this market. It's crazy market to trade.
Said I'm taking big shots, just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. Just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. They've been trying to get me cheap like a thrift shop, but I told them it's my time to the wristwatch. They've been talking way before they even doing something. If they wanna play, let's get a tip off. Ain't no silver lining, dawg, this some rose gold. Getting new money, I'm a old soul. Yeah, I get it bouncing like a pogo. And I'm too cold like Frozone. And my chick
Look at that news drop. 57.
plastic girl. Bought a new whip and cash, now my tax is thorough. Way I'm shooting like step, but my pass is bro. The way I'm playing the field, I'm in a league of my own. And now they all in their fields. I got them all on my phone, but dog, I'm hitting the climb. I got no time on the low. Way I'm shooting is messy, the way I'm hitting the goals. I'm taking big shots, just stop. Way I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. Just stop, way I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. I just left, but you know I'm coming back though. And you know I don't play by my rags though. Now go and turn it up to the max, whoa. Send a paper to me now like a fax, whoa. Got 2 phones ringing off the hook now. When I'm in the city, I get looks now. I was going bad, but I'm good now. Said I had to go and put my foot down. Told them I'ma get it and go. Even in the summer, man, they knowing I'm cold. I got a couple checks coming that I made out the flows. Might get a couple more popping if I do it some more. I gotta do it for real. Said I'm back in my bag. All my digits are climbing just like they all on a dash.
They reclaim this, dude.
Might go and call me a Tesla, cause dog, I still got a gas. Said I'm taking big shots. Just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. Just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. Just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots. Just stop where I'm driven, no pit stops. This hot, I ain't playing like a 6 spot. Pissed off, thought I told him this a chip shot. I ain't missing cause you know I'm taking big shots.
We're just getting started, it's a part of the game. Building anticipation, getting close to the edge. No, you think I see you more than a friend. Better late than never. Now it's all over me. These reflections of you. Who you want me to be? Do I wanna be you? Is it only a dream?
This is a big level, like 25,000. Short idea becomes just sketchier to sketchier. That's a long way to go to even like the halfway of the gap though, but this is so news driven. Squeezing. Trying to add a bot, but it's not even doing its job. Kind of want to look for short, but I'm not a fan of shorting against that 25,000 level.
Yo, mic check 1 2. Streaming live from the hidden booth. Screens glowing in the dark where the real sharks make they mark. Monday through Friday grind. Deepcharts up on the main screen flicking. Orderflow pattern stick like the tension. Watching that delta spike like a heartbeat jumping. Big trades coming in, feel the money pumping. Volume profile, paint the picture clear. See where the weak hand shed a tear. Options flow, whisper secrets, loud and true. This ain't no game, son, this what we do. From the hideout, encrypted feed, planting seeds, fulfilling every greed. Track the whale, see where they swimming. Before the herd, even knows they winning. Profile.Hideout, live streaming the heat. Monday to Friday, can't miss a beat. Deepcharts too, see the order flow bleed. Big trades calling, fulfilling the need. Delta screaming, profiles deep, options flow secrets, the promises I keep from the shadow. Watch the market weep, this ain't no playground. This game I read. Break down the levels, set the trap tight. See the imbalance bathed in the screen's light. Gamma exposure, yeah, we track that too. Know the pressure points before the move is through. Liquidity zones where the battles commence. We position early, building the defense. The chat going wild, but the focus stay cold. Reading the tape, watching the story unfold. This ain't no hobby, this the street applied. Financial warfare, nowhere to hide. The stream is live, the knowledge is power. Watch the clock tick minute by hour. Screens glow, data flow, volume spikes, delta growth, the hideout humbles, where the real money goes. Profile hideout, live streaming the heat. Monday to Friday, can't miss a beat. Deepcharts tools, see the order flow bleed. Big trades calling, fulfilling the need. Delta screaming, volume profiles deep. Options flow secrets, the promises I keep from the shadow. Watch the market weep, this ain't no playground. This game I read. Friday sign off, stream cuts to black. Stack the gains, ain't looking back. Hideout secure, tools locked down tight. See y'all Monday for the next big fight. Mic drop, silent. The screens fade to gray. Another week conquered, another payday.
Got this feeling this is going to consolidate here. Gonna squeeze him or what? I think the obvious moves have been played. She kind of really needs to do something like this to start squeezing. That would be more fun to trade than stay inside of here. Where you been to, Luffy? What have you been up to? Oh, really? Why is that? Morning, Francis. Well, still want to be making some money, maybe. Just very careful at this time. Obvious move has been played out. Opening with a gap to the upside, unable to trade above the opening price. Try to go short here. That would have been ideal. And then start making some mistakes here. But opening with a gap to the upside, you want to see the strength in the direction of the trend of the gap for conviction to the upside. If it does the opposite, then the gap close is very more likely. The gap close here is just freaking 1,000 points away. It's not even getting to the halfway point of the gap. So I'm anticipating the gap not to be closed too, because there's so much interest at these levels. And the gap is that big. So unless something really pops in the war game, it's a separate license. I'm on a quarterly though, so it's like $100 a month. Back to the 50s, perhaps.
Mic check 1 2. Streaming live from the hidden booth. Screens glowing in the dark. Where the real sharks make they mark.
Monday through Friday grind. Yeah. Deepcharts up on the main screen flicking. Orderflow patterns thick like the tension. Watching that delta spike like a heartbeat jumping. Big trades coming in, feel the money pumping.
Starting to consolidate here.
Paint the picture clear. See where the weak hand shed a tear. Option flow, whisper secrets loud and true. This ain't no game, son, it's what we do. From the hideout, encrypted feed, planting seeds, fulfilling every greed. Track the whales, see where they swimming before the herd even knows they're winning. Profile hideout, live streaming the heat. Monday to Friday, can't miss a beat. Deep charts tools, see the order flow bleed. Big trades calling, fulfilling the need. Delta screaming, volume, profiles deep. Options flow secrets, the promises I keep. From the shadow, watch the market weep. This ain't no playground, this game I read. Break down the levels, set the trap tight. See the imbalance bathed in the screen's light. Gamma exposure, yeah, we track that too. Know the pressure points before the move is through. Liquidity zones where the battles commence. We position early, building the defense. The check going wild, but the focus stay cold. Reading the tape, watching the story unfold. This ain't no hobby, this the street apply. Financial warfare, nowhere to hide. The stream is live.
What do you mean? Is that Fabio option related to one? Oh. Oh, he's using the Orderflow one for that. Like this one, the top one here. Where you can see the buy pressure of the options, the calls, and the puts. Weirdly enough, it's been basically flat. Calls are overweighing the puts right now.
Hideout, secure tools locked down tight. See y'all Monday for the next big fight. Mic drop. Silence. The screens fade to gray. Another week. Conquer. Another payday.
He's using a different platform though. He's using Spot Gamma. This is GexBot. This is basically the same thing. Tracking the SPY with Orderflow. I'm just not currently using it because I really like it though, but there's already so much going on my screen, my main screen. This is what you see is my main screen. And I don't want to be watching this. Like there's already so much going on, right? Levels, bubbles. You got the 40 range with deep effort. You got the gamma here. I already got levels, got my profiles, I got the Gex profile. Adding that even to the mix, I'm just, the mental fatigue of all tracking all those things is just crazy. So yeah, I'm trying to kind of simplify how I do it. Mainly what you see on your screen right now is the only thing I need. Only thing I need to do is trade properly. Still thinking about my choices that I made here. I was trying to go short here. Didn't get filled. Watch it go, watch it rip. Price comes here, got impatient basically. Watch it close again. Wanted to use that level of support for a move towards here, which made sense. But after like what's it, 100 points, whatever, you might wait for some retraces. I go long because we close above, anticipating price to move again towards that opening price. So I basically flip-flop myself here in a short and a long at the wrong time. Got me in a hole, which basically made me miss out on the whole thing. If I just would have pressed short here, obviously, very obviously, that would have worked. But then I probably would have been done already for the day. Not too sure how much I wanted at the moment, because the obvious move for me was towards that 25,000 level. We eventually hit it, went a little bit past it. We bounced very neat here with some volatility. Price is unable to create new highs from this one. If we are unable to trade below this one, I'm anticipating price to be consolidating. So it gets less clear. Not sure what I want to do here. The footprint or the DOM. Don't use footprints. The bubbles are the footprint for me. Like if I would put, where is it here? Footprint, and I have to like zoom in this shit. And then what? Like, so I see this for me is information overload. All right, so if price goes down, I'm anticipating to short here. One, I have to really zoom in to see all this, whatever is going on here. And then why do I need to watch the volume or the point of control? Doesn't make sense to me. Like maybe if you're like more like really scalping 10, 15, 20 points with really tight stop losses, this makes sense. But price also moves that fast. Like it's insane to track for me, in my opinion. I just use the bubbles. It's this same thing. Like for example, price pushes down here. You see the buyer step in, you confirm up. You go along on the confirmation candle. You go along against that prior candle. You go along at the level. No need for me to watch the footprint. Directional bias is more important in this factor. Understanding that the sellers are in control, and that you should look or wait for red bubbles. So, for example, price sells off, green bubbles, pops one red bubble. You could just use that, and then afterwards wait for a confirmation candle, then enter. For example, these last weeks I'm trying to enter on these levels, which I've been failing to do so. I could have just gone long here, made money. Same as here, I could have just used that level as my entry level. My stop would have been here. My trade would have been invalidated 100% once we start trading back here. I mean 100%, like the probability becomes way higher. So I'm trading with big stops because I want to give it more room. I should give it more room, especially in this market condition. What happened here, like this is very nasty price action. Like, yeah, I'm trying to get away from the too zoomed in part. This chart on the right, this is the only thing I use, like that low for the range. Is basically a 10-point range candle with the bubbles, with the VSA on it. Just to use it as maybe a confirmation to see what price is doing. I'm just trying to get away from the too zoomed in part. And then perfect example here, price pushes down. Price pushes down, heavy selling on the bottom here. It means there's absorption, there's interest here. And then you could look for longs here on the VSA, potentially on the level gain. Not that I want to trade here, but this then becomes your ideal protection. If sellers are super aggressive down here, your stop should be protected down low. And if price goes there, the trade's invalidated and very likely goes to the next swing low. If that makes sense. Minsky, see you in the next one, man. But yeah, this market is very news driven. it's especially this part is very annoying because you'll get an entry, it will go like 30 points and then just do this the whole time. Obviously when you're in and she rips, that's awesome, but those opportunities were not that much present, although there were. For me, upon open, you could have basically shorted every lower high. Those were nice rips where price accelerates from your entry or zone, and then you could protect your stop and then you could just let it breathe. But this price action here, there was no shot trailing this tide or adding or doing all those things. Basically, you should have shorted it, put your stop and wait. Yeah. There's also so much order flow wise, like you could put on VWAP, all that works. You should have the VWAP on, and there's always something that's gonna work, right? It's always gonna be something to work. It doesn't make sense to have the bubbles, have the VWAP, then put on some footprints. What do we got more? I mean, there's always going to be a level, and for me it becomes, after all these years, I even removed like EMAs, all of that. There's really no need. For me, it's more of the having the buys right and then finding a good zone, using a bigger stop, and then just let it play out. That's more of the style I want to get to, because everything that low time frame, I mean, this is even 1 minute. You could go even lower, like ticks. Use profiles on that. It's very mentally exhausting. This is already for me very mentally exhausting after 90 minutes of a session, or like 2 hours right now. Like I should be done technically, because I feel also with the streaming and all that, I just get a whole work day. I get back home. So my job finishes 30 minutes before the market opens. I get on my bike. I drive very fast to my home. I launch the computer, I do everything up, I drink a coffee, I go to the bathroom, I refresh myself, and I get like 10 minutes to set up the stream and do this. So everything for me is already a big rush. It's doable, but I have to admit to myself that after 2 hours, and probably this is going to be for everyone, 2-3 hours, you're just going to be your barrier, your mental barrier of, I shouldn't be doing this, I should not be going long here. After a while, that mental barrier, that protection will go away, and you will push that button. And that's when you get in trouble, because the clearness or the defense you have towards your own impulses are just gonna fade, and that's normal. So from that point of view, and already almost lunchtime, price stalling out, I had my opportunities. I want to be more green because I want to finish this challenge ASAP, but I mean, happy to be break even too. Market already did its thing, hit that major level. It's very likely to stay here, I think, unless we start really trading back above the 50s, 25.50, and especially 950. So everything between 950 and 20,050 could be something like that. It's not financial advice at all, but it's just something I anticipate. The most obvious move is gone. And then, for example, one day, like, I might put a GoPro on my helmet and post it and blur some things out. I've always said to myself, I'm keeping that bike until I get caught and they pull my driver license. That's when I sell it. One time I got very close. The cop just let me go, but yeah. I do like the speed though. It clears the mind. Clears the mind. There's like nothing else you can think about, like only that thing. I love it. Right, let's see if this GexBot got some more levels because it's been a while. This thing is just stalling out too, so right, so once again, big ass level, major wall, 25,000 as the level I was watching to trade towards to, basically like a point of control, volume, a magnet. That was the idea of today, although I didn't act too good on that, but overall the idea is there. And then if we lose that level, I'm looking for the next big ones here. We basically, I think we dropped towards this cluster. So this is more like a cluster of a wall where we bounced, regained that call wall, and we're basically not sure, somewhat trading above there. So in theory, from a Gex profile, we're trading in positive gamma here. The gamma flip is down low at 24,500. This is where we get into negative gamma. So positive gamma is a zone where price, I just learned this, so give me some slack. It's where price tends to be more choppy, comes back more. And negative gamma is the spot where price will like go having bigger moves. For me, above this level here, especially knowing that the gamma flip is here, we're above this. This is still looking really bullish for price to just continue its grind up. This was just a rebalance, grabbing some liquidity, getting everyone's orders rebalanced or whatever. So for price to really use this as resistance and sell off towards next levels could happen. But that would be looking really, a bomb has to explode at the wrong spot for that to happen, I think. I'm definitely not expecting a gap close, because the gap close is like fucking 370, 24, 370. That's like 700 points from here. So I'm definitely not expecting that. The squeeze could be a play, but I'm telling you, man, it's like half an hour until lunchtime. The window of opportunity dies down. From a risk to reward point of view, this just makes more sense. So for example, if you want to go like from a bigger picture, right? I'm not talking, I want to take that entry or like trade, whatever, but just from a bigger point of view, if you want to go short, technically it's invalidated when we start trading back above there, right? I'm just looking at this from an expected value of the trade, like risk to reward wise, the meat on the bone. For example, let me give you another example. If that's the opening high, and I went short here, and my target is like the 25,000s. There's more meat on the bone in this trade, so the expected value is positive. That's what you want to do. That's what I want to do, right? The more you go down, this happens in my head, right? Boom. It becomes less, still very valid. You come here, it's getting really tight. It's starting to get negative expected value. Not good for me. And then even here, because I took this short, right? I was short here, but only because I had the fate of price gravitating towards that level. But this was an expected value negative, in my opinion, negative expected value. I don't want to be doing that, right? Or avoid. I mean, it's not that you can't do it, but I try to avoid it, right? So same thing here. Do I really want to go short here? Where do I want to go short to? If I go take that same level, It's not something I want. Or I'm anticipating a squeeze. That could have been more of a thing to do. This market is so news driven. Like that would have made more sense. Something like this, and then get some stops here. Those ones, it's fairly likely to do that. But I would have gone out against that high, so that would have made more sense at this point. 20 minutes, CJ, welcome, Michael, welcome. I mean, this one trade took me long enough too. My 10 minutes felt like fucking eternity. Damn. Damn. That was one hell of a nasty consolidation. I haven't seen this in a long time though. Or I can't remember it. It's like 50 points. Up and down, up and down, up and down. I can't imagine how many people lost their account here. I can't imagine. $11.13. What is that? Oh, you were in late. Yeah, I was trying to get short. At that time, I was waiting for 100s to get hit. So I was waiting for, because I saw, for example, here, all the longs got absorbed here. At the same time, the shorts were getting absorbed here. So I was anticipating some fuckery to go short first, because for me to go short here, yes, could have done that, but I was anticipating something like this, and then quick back move down. That I would have shorted 100%. It just didn't came. 73. That's where I started re-entering. That's where I started re-entering. Of a break with that 50 level. Added 2 contracts, stop above. Also fairly nice risk trade though. Because I was short too. Yeah, that was $700, $600-700 risk. That got me back break even. But guess what, CJ? There's no rush. You got 10 days to trade, don't you trade, right? There never should be a rush.
Screens bleed red, NASDAQ's flatlining. Negative gamblers got their algos whining. No biz left just there beneath the floor. Every fake pump just leaves us wanting more. Trap
Damn, we just got some different data here, I think.
watching support levels get picked clean. No positive gamma in sight, no lifeline thrown. Just trap money crying all alone. When will she find a bottom? When's the bounce? Negative gammas got us counting down. Trump tweets nonsense, price jumps like a ghost, but it's all phantom games.
Position shifting, or the scale is different.
Solid ground to stand, but this negative gamma's got the whole thing down. When will she find a bottom? Tell me when, 'cause right now it's just free fall at the game.
Now the big one is at 24,800. Put wall 25,000. Yeah, so I think it's gonna be only looking bearish if we lose this one, the 25,000. If we lose that one, there's plenty of support though, but unless we break 25,000, not gonna get too bearish in this.